Sagittarius, welcome to your North Star reading. It's a damp morning and I have laid your cards already. It's about how to orientate yourself in the correct way. It's about you're definitely on the lookout, and there's a lot of passion coming and action. If that feels like it might be relevant, stick around. So you and the idea of how to set your North Compass, you're looking around with the Two of Wands. You want to know where to plant that wand that you've got there. Where is it going to be most dynamic and usefully planted? You've got your globe, you're having a think about it. There's new plans afoot and you are definitely actively on the look. What I'm noticing is that he's only got one foot showing. Feels a bit insecure. I can't see the other one. I've never noticed that before. So like being one-legged might not feel as secure. So there's a sense in which this is being propelled from a position of insecurity or instability somehow. Your root skills that you've got to support you are the Hangman in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. It feels like with the Nine of Wands in reverse is being open and not defended. And so a root skill would be that you're on the lookout and engaged creatively and with life in whatever way you need to be. And with the Hangman in reverse, you're not needing to pause. You want to... You don't need to metabolize something. Maybe something has been metabolized and you've got the new perspective and you want to sort of get going. Yeah, it feels as if you have done the work. You don't need to defend yourself anymore. The two of them in combination feels as if there's some lesson has been learnt, that where you needed to change your perspective and pay from your pocket as it fell out, and now that work is done, you don't need to defend yourself as much. What to let go of is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, giving up on the feeling that there's a new project, a disappointment. It could be around pregnancy, childbirth, health, something that's not been growing in the way that it should be. So let go of that project at the moment. Don't focus all of your energy on it, or certainly put too much energy back into it as something that's not working. If you've been ill, let go of any illness. Try to sort of get into a sort of better position. There is a sense that you could have been a bit paused somehow, trying to get a new perspective on something. Oh, that's nice. The way to set your perspective, your compass, is with the Chariot. You need to think about what it is that you love so much and get going. Split your laser beam, get on your path of your mythic quest. This is all about will. So use your will very, very wisely and understand that you've got lots of skills at your disposal here and you can go fast and you can be interested in more than one thing at a time. What is coming to me here? His fist like that, sort of on the stone, but sort of like that. The sort of shape of his ribs in his breastplate. And what has this Sphinx got in her hand? What is that she's playing with? So something in the paws of the Sphinx, a kind of rib cage, and a sense of determination with that fist. A determination and an intention and a will is really important. That's how to move forward after this. You're feeling open. You've got over your pause moment. You've got over the disappointment about what's not working in terms of, in reality, what's not growing somehow. And where it's all going is the King of Cups, this extra illustration of Pamela Coleman Smith, but in reverse, of a sleeping figure. So with lots of spectres visiting her. And the Devil. So it's passionate, it's emotional, it's alive, because that figure in the extra illustration feels like she's sleeping, and so she's in reverse. I feel like she's waking up again. And you're waking up to a lot of emotion and a lot of passion. So let me just see if there's anything jumping out to me here. It was the colour of the face of the Devil. It's interesting. He looks so pink there. He looks really pink. And he's got those kind of lines, a bit like the breastplate of the Chariot. These lines on his face, what does that mean to anyone? Are they like tribal lines? Are they like ley lines? Not really. And ley lines, but something to do with a liney face or kind of very defined body, or whiskers almost. I don't know, that's interesting. But you are waking up to a lot of passion, and your intention and your will. It's sort of, you've been listening to these characters here, and they're now in the reverse, and you're not listening to them anymore because you want to get up and you want to have action. But there is a sense of slight kind of mania with this, and a lot of emotion going on with the King of Cups that might feel, with the Chariot, a little bit unhinged, or sort of untenable in the long run. Let's pull some extra cards and see if we can get some clarity. Oh no, I'm not going to take these at the moment. I have to be a bit careful with these cards because it's very wet. I need to make sure that they don't get wet. Oh, this is nice. It'll all start drying out. Okay, so talk to us about how Sagittarius and sunrise people can make this more stable and less confusing. Okay, we got the Three of Wands. So this beautiful, intentional journey that you're going on that feels very passionate, which is not a bad thing. Three of Wands, which is, you know what you want to go after. There's these dots of sort of like snow that I've never seen before in between her tendril hair. So the Three of Wands says you know where you're going, so that's going to help your Chariot because you've gone from the 2 to the 3 now. You started off in the Two of Wands and now you're in the Three of Wands. You've alighted on something, so that's going to make it easier once you actually know exactly what it is you want. So you need to work on that bit. It will feel less overwhelming. Any other advice here for the King of Cups and the Devil and that sort of unsleeping figure? You have the strength to deal with these energies. You will be able to look at how giant that lion is. You will be able to be at one with this energy. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's a passionate quest that you're on, and you don't need to defend yourself from it. That you're open. I suppose that's one of your root skills, is that you're open to all of this passion, all of this emotion. And maybe you're doing something artistic, or in your life work it is to do with wild feelings, or your family has a lot of wild feelings, and it will help you. Sacred space. That's a beautiful ancient structure. I use beautiful art, music and creativity of all kinds to put yourself into a sacred space. So build that space that you're looking for and then finding. Create the environment, and then originality. I love this, it's so Sagittarian. Just needs a pair of kind of wild shoes and then it will be perfect for you. Feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way. So create a beautiful space. Trust that you're safe with all of this wild emotion and feeling and creativity and passion. It's actually not something to fear. You've got the ability to be open to it. And then I'm just getting this pack sorted, and then we're going to pull you a lovely, what are they called? Dream Song Oracle. So there we go, it came straight out. Tell a new story. I like this card. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. Number 22. Do I need my glasses? Probably not, it's quite big print. You are made of wings and wonder, starlight and stories. Telling yourself a story of empowerment will bring a surge of energy. Notice how your shoulders drop, your breath deepens, your heart warms. This is because the truest, deepest part of you understands your worth. Telling yourself a story of scarcity or disempowerment leaves you tight, small and cramped. That tale goes against your expansive nature. Whilst we are very selective about the books we read and the stories we watch on film, Are we? We are far less selective about the stories we tell ourselves. Are they helpful or hurtful? Take careful inventory of the stories you tell yourself right now. Your life is listening and will respond to your narrative. I think that's really important, especially when we can see that you've been a bit defended and you've had to change your perspective, and that there are these wild passions and these emotions. But I think you can take that raw data of these kind of quite big feelings, and it feels to me like you then metabolize it. You're not... This figure here, although these people dancing above her don't look in any way threatening, it makes me think of those kind of dreaming states that we get into where we feel a bit unhinged or deeply subconscious and in a kind of in a chaotic state. You don't seem to be too bothered by that. It doesn't unhinge you because you know exactly where you want to go, because you can be open and use all of that energy creatively. However, tell the stories well, use this raw material and make it into something that's really, really healthy for you. Don't get caught up in the drama. I don't think you're going to. I think this card says that you don't. So I think you don't get overwhelmed by things that would overwhelm other people. I think you metabolize them, or you're going to. So that's amazing. See you again.